Welcome to our talk at the World Pandemic Research Network Conference. We would like to present you our pilot study on mental health self-help apps for coping with COVID-19. We, that is Christine Benjamin Borch, Sande Olafemi Oyemi, Sarah Cook, Katrina Yona Diab, and me, Gerhard Pfuhl. We have used two mental health apps, the MCT Plus and the SMART. Both are based on cognitive behavioral therapy, and we have made them available in Norwegian. MCT Plus translated, and the SMART app already was translated in Norwegian. Our study design, we recruited students both that received counseling and those who did not receive counseling, and we randomly assigned them to either the MCT Plus app or the SMART app. So all of them received the app, and in addition, we asked them about their well-being, expectation of benefit, social support, and perceived risk and worries, both COVID and also financially. Then we measured the symptoms at baseline. That was in spring 2021, 3 to 4 months later, 6 to 7 months later, and we will also measure it 12 months later. That means in spring 2022. During those follow-ups, we also asked them to rate the app and the rating of the counseling if they received any, and also vaccination status in addition to the mental health well-being questionnaire. We recruited 116 students, of whom roughly 20% received counseling, but it's also students without counseling that reported mental health problems. Roughly 22 had depression, half or had anxiety, or had other mental health issues. And some had reported both depression and anxiety. Interestingly, 20 in the press group, for example, received no counseling, only 6 of them did. The majority were women, and they were 18 to 35 years old. We had quite some attrition from the baseline to the 3 months follow-up, and less attrition than to the current 6 months follow-up. The attrition rate was higher among those who did not receive counseling, where over 50% dropped out, but I guess this is not an uncommon problem. So what did we find? Actually, 20 of our participants reported that they haven't downloaded or used the app. But still, 63% without and 77% with counseling actually tested, and some of among those also used the app. Only 13% though used it at least once per week. You see overall that they were quite worried about COVID-19 and that this did not decrease, but the COVID-19 worry was actually lower than their financial worries. And this is still holds at a 6 months follow-up. It decreased further, but we still see that the financial worries were higher than the COVID-19 worries. We also now see that roughly 90% are vaccinated, but majority only got their first dose. 9 completed their studies, and only 2 reported actually that they had COVID-19, only the mild version. So we have and are on the way of assessing the efficacy and feasibility of an e-health intervention, and we provide a tool to supplement the students coping with isolation. We still need to reduce barriers for using mental health self-help apps, and the apps we have used are not tailored for coping with isolation. And we will look into addressing the impact of the isolation among students, as we have not yet looked into the relationship of the questionnaires with the long-term changes or the effect the usage of the app has. Thank you very much.